At Room to Room, there's no need to wait. Black Friday deals are going on now.
Get 36-month special financing and we're paying your sales tax now at Room to Room. You don't want to miss it.
Room to Room Tupelo, where we know there's no place like your home.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Thanks as always for tuning in with us, starting off your morning with us, starting off your Tuesday with us. Some of you might have started off your morning with us real early because our chief meteorologist, Matt Lawpon, was live at 3 a.m. tracking out storms for you guys this morning. I hopped in with him and then took it the rest of the way, watching radar overnight to make sure nothing was going haywire that we needed to be on for. So it's been a long morning out there for the Mississippi Live Weather team as we have just extended our hours to bring you extended coverage and make sure there's somebody on when need be. Here's what you need to know, though, going forward. Isolated storms continue today, and we're going to be watching those. The good news is the overall severe threat has went down exponentially for our area today. So that's some good news and things that have changed overnight. And second thing is the cold air we've been talking about. It is on the way. It will be here in the next 12 to 24 hours. So I say 12. We'll say 24 hours. Cold air will be settling in and then making for a very chilly holiday ahead. If you got any plans, you're going to want some coats. Let's talk about what's going on your Mississippi Live radar out there this morning. I want to show you where the rain is setting up because it's moving further and further away from our area. Let me switch over right here for you. We're still seeing some rain in the area, mainly for places south of 82. So again, if you're along 22, along 278, Oxford, Lee County, not seeing any rain this morning. However, some of us are really getting in on it. We saw some showers extending along 82 this morning. That's still at play, especially within the city of Eupora. And then the further you get into Columbus, if you're traveling along 45 this morning from Columbus down south into Macon, Sugarlock, dealing with some rain. The heaviest of that has now crossed over the state line. So look at this storm. This is the heaviest that we're looking at this morning. And this, again, is right on the state line, right across the state line from Noxubee County, stretching from Fair Oaks up into Aliceville, Alabama. So if you're heading along 72 this morning, or not 72, 17 this morning, Highway 17 over in Alabama, you're going to be dealing with some heavy rain, some rain that I would not want to be driving through. Lots of lightning associated with this, so it might wake you up and might be the reason you're tuning in with us this morning. This is the heaviest we're looking at. We have continued to watch these showers and storms really sitting just to the south of our area that are still hanging out to the south and then stretching up again into places like Noxubee County right now. We've been watching these over the past few hours. These have been the strongest storms we've seen pass through within our area. And again, they've really been sitting just to the south, kind of making their way slowly up to us as they continue their trek off to the east. So that's what we're watching for this morning. Again, there's no severe storm warning on any of these. So it is below severe limits, but that doesn't make it not a strong storm by any means. Lots of lightning and very heavy rainfall. Again, not something I'd want to have to drive through this morning. Overall look at North Mississippi before we kind of move on. Again, not everybody dealing with rain. We did last night, though. You guys want to see what happened last night while maybe some of you were sleeping? Take a look over the past 6 hours. Yeah, this is what happened while you were asleep, hopefully, last night. Very heavy rainfall. And you can see at the end is when we really started to see it around, I think, 2, 3 a.m. when Matt was on till about 4, 5 a.m. You saw that really heavy band start to make its way in. Take a look at this. See how that heavy band started to become more red and kind of bow out as it did. It eventually did get a severe thunderstorm warning on it as it went into places like Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So kind of strengthening. You can see it. Watch it one more time as it pushed out of the area. So across the state line into Alabama, that's when it really started to hit its peak. But now we're not dealing with that anymore, thankfully, here in North Mississippi. Just dealing with some rain again closer to Noxubee County and across the state line into Aliceville this morning. A lot of us not dealing with that at all. Let's take a look over closer to that storm, though. This is over in Macon, Mississippi. Thank you to the North Mississippi Storm Chasers for always lending us their camera network so we get to show you these outdoor conditions. This was a lot heavier. The rain was a lot heavier on this camera. This is now past just to the east of the city of Macon, but you can see there a lot of rain that fell. Take a look at this field that we can usually see the ground on is now flooded out there, and definitely very wet roadways. So ongoing flooding concerns were a problem overnight as well. We were saw some flood advisories even in play that have expired. But that was a concern overnight as well. So I just encourage you, if you're waking up and having to get out and about on the roadways this morning, just make sure to avoid those roadways, take alternative routes to those roadways that you know are easily flooded, just to be extra cautious out there this morning, because some of us did get a lot of rain overnight. Temperatures in the middle 60s over in Macon. A lot of us still dealing with clouds, even if you're not dealing with rain. This is a look over in Oktibbeha County on the campus of Mississippi State. You can see the rain kind of took its toll on that camera, seeing a little bit of drips happen across there. Temperatures in the upper 50s there. Still some light rain over in Oktibbeha County, but not necessarily happening within the city of Starkville. Strong winds are one thing that's continuing to happen, especially the further north that you live. So Senatobia, Lafayette County, over in the New Albany, Prentiss, Tishomingo County, still seeing wind gusts this morning around 20 upwards to 25 miles an hour. So still some breezy conditions that happened overnight that's continuing. We still see a wind advisory in effect for some of our counties until 8 a.m. This is really Coahoma, Quitman County, Tate County, Panola County, Lafayette County, stretching into Alcorn County this morning. So kind of the north and western section of our area still within that wind advisory, and still seeing, again, wind gusts this morning upwards of 20 miles an hour. Temperatures right now in the 50s for the most part, upper 50s, 70s down in Meridian and Hattiesburg. You can see, though, that blue all the way over in Oklahoma City. That is on the way. Cooler temperatures will eventually get here, but they just won't be here today. As you're headed out and about this morning, not going to be cold again just yet, and not necessarily going to need that coat out there today. 64 in Greenwood right now, 60 in Grenada, 50s in most of northeast Mississippi, 58 in Tupelo, 59 over in New Albany. For your morning ahead, we will see rain chances stick around mainly for your morning hours. They will continue to taper off throughout your day ahead. So if you got any plans this morning, I would keep the rain gear handy, especially the further south that you live, especially along and south of 82. Probably going to continue to see some rain chances over your next few hours. And then I think noon and on, we really start to see those rain chances taper off, and that severe threat really falls off afternoon because that cold front is passed through. Temperatures in the 70s, though, as we head throughout your afternoon. So still warm out there, eventually getting into the 60s by 5 and 50s out there by your 8 o'clock hour. Here's an overall picture, big picture of what's going on. Again, that cold front beginning to pass through. As it does, we're watching any storms that decide to develop along it. And here's all of that rain that causes that grief overnight, extending from places like Tennessee and then now pushing into Georgia this morning. So that cold front beginning to pass through. Then that second one's going to pass through later in the day, and we're going to be seeing some cold air on the way. So as that passes through into your mid-morning, I'm thinking 9, 10 o'clock, continuing to see some showers and storms along it that we're going to be keeping our eye on. Overall severe weather threat, though, is very low. The main threat is off to the east. So if you are traveling east this morning or throughout your day, you're still going to be running into that rainfall out there. Going into your afternoon, though, North Mississippi begins to clear out, and we see that cold front begin to make its way in. That second one that's going to be bringing that large, big cool down on the way. So if you're looking forward to some cooler conditions, look no further than into your day tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be much cooler out there. We'll talk about just how cooler things are going to be getting, and I'll have an hour-by-hour look, a Thanksgiving planner out there for you. So trying to plan out your Thanksgiving holiday. Stick with me. That's all coming up right after this.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McAuley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather this morning. Thanks as always for tuning in with us. The time now is 7:11 out there on your Tuesday morning. Dealt with a lot of rain overnight. Where is that now? Settling in the Golden Triangle region and south of that. You can still see it stretching really south of Aliceville, Alabama right now, continuing to push out of our area. So that is continuing to push into Alabama, into Tuscaloosa right now, but still the heaviest sitting in some of our Alabama counties. This just passed through Noxubee County. Again, now is stretching from Reform, Alabama, Carrollton, all the way down to Aliceville. Now, no severe thunderstorm warning on any of these cells as they move through, but still strong out there. Lots of lightning associated with them that might wake you up this morning. Again, along 17 from Reform, Beasley, Carrollton, all the way down into Aliceville, Alabama this morning, even down to Pleasant Ridge, dealing with a lot of heavy rainfall. Not going to be fun to have to drive and get out and about in, but a lot of us dealing with much calmer conditions than we dealt with this morning. As I zoom out again, still some showers along and south of 82 for the most part, but a lot of us on the drier side of things. Let's get a big picture of what's going on, shall we? Cold fronts beginning to sweep in. As it does, we could see a few more storms along it, but the overall severe weather threat has gone down pretty drastically for your day ahead. So that is some good news. Still some wet roadways out there, though, to deal with this morning. This is a live look over in Columbus, and this MDOT traffic camera looking at 82 and 45. You can see the rain just south, mainly south of the city of Columbus, but they dealt with a lot of rain. A lot of us did, or most of us did overnight, causing some wet roadways. So if you got to get out and about this morning, just make sure to take it slow out there. Lots of rain fell overnight, and avoid those local roadways that you know are easily flooded. But that's one view out there. Here's another live look over in Amory. Lots of clouds still out there this morning, and they're making a move on. They are moving just like the rain is out there this morning with that cold front that's beginning to push in. So we are not necessarily out of the woods when it comes to rainfall just yet, but let's take a look at your airport delays before we get into that overall forecast. If you know anybody coming in and out on the airways this morning in all of the international airports, we are looking at a ground stop in Houston and also in the Atlanta airport. Now, I'm not sure the reasoning for that over in Houston, but I know the Atlanta airport is dealing with that because of a strong storm, the one that impacted us and that pushed out of our areas, traveled through Alabama, now approaching the Atlanta airport, causing some ground stops there. So if you know anybody that's coming in to Memphis International or Jackson, maybe you're picking up somebody this morning and they have a layover in Atlanta, the layover might be a little bit longer than they previously expected. Keep an eye on your flight status. Going into your hour by hour throughout your day ahead, temperature is going to be in the 60s over the next few hours, eventually getting into the 70s by 11. Rain chances do begin to taper off as we head 11 o'clock into your afternoon as well. As for your day ahead, you can expect temperatures in the low 70s, still a mild day out there with winds out of the southwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour, and a few storms early. Rain still sticks around for your back half of your day, some light showers, but storms only stick around for the early morning hours. Take a look at the severe weather threat. Something I'm actually excited to show you, a severe weather threat I'm actually excited to show you because it has continued to taper out of our area. That is some good news out there this morning. That level 2 out of 5 clipping places south of Birmingham into Montgomery, more south Mississippi as well. Now, we're still clipped in that level 1 out of 5 from further Noxubee County, but for the majority of us, we're out of that. We're out of the severe weather threat. So that threat overall has went down as we continue to see these showers and storms move through. However, we're still going to keep an eye on them as we head now all the way through 10 o'clock. The main places we're looking is who's seeing that rain already right now. So those who are in Macon, Golden Triangle region, Vernon, Alabama, still going to be watching this area for the most part. So everybody else, northwest Mississippi, further into northeast Mississippi, Lee County, Water Valley, Grenada, not necessarily the areas we're going to be watching. It's further down to the south and east of any of these showers and storms that begin to develop over your coming hours. Noon and on, that's going to be shifting out of our area, and that threat over with. However, I said light showers might stick around into your afternoon the further you are, or the closer you are to the Tennessee state line. This is that secondary front coming in that's going to be bringing maybe a little bit of rain with it. Nothing severe by any means, but a lot of cooler air as it comes in as well. We'll see those clouds kind of push through overnight. We're going to be starting off our Wednesday on a much drier, sunnier, calmer note ahead. So got any Wednesday plans, you're good to go out there. We'll see that northerly wind in play and much cooler conditions in play throughout your day ahead. Sunshine will stick through your Wednesday as well. So nice day out there for Wednesday. Temperature is going to be in the 50s, and they're going to be in the 50s out there for your Thanksgiving holiday as well. As we go throughout your Wednesday evening and then into Thanksgiving, let's talk about what you can expect for your Thanksgiving forecast ahead. If you're planning to get out and about with your family early, maybe you're going to that turkey trot, make sure to have the gloves and the coat handy with you. Temperature is going to be in the 30s, 50s by noon, and we're not going to get out of the 50s. Low 50s expected throughout your Thanksgiving ahead. So lots of sunshine, but much cooler conditions out there eventually into the 40s by your 7 o'clock hour. As we head closer into the end of our 7-day forecast going into the weekend, we will start to see our rain chances return. Take a look at this precipitation outlook going into the first week of, or the first few days of December. We are in that bullseye for above average rainfall here in North Mississippi. So rain chances do come back, even though they won't be here for your Thanksgiving holiday. Here's a look at your Thanksgiving forecast, or your 7-day forecast that has your Thanksgiving forecast in there with it. We're looking at rain chances today, then they drop off out there for your Thanksgiving holiday before we pick them back up as we head into your upcoming weekend. 50s do stick in the forecast after today over the next 6 days ahead. So enjoy the mild conditions while we have it. If you like it, cooler conditions are on the way. Make sure to tune in with us this morning. We'll be live one more time coming up in the next really 12 minutes as I see here on my watch. So make sure to tune in with us at 7:30. We'll be live one more time, walking you through everything you need to know for your day ahead. And then, of course, we'll be live at 5, 6, and 10 as well.